Welcome back, everybody. This is your Captain Mog once more, playing some Hump Day Hearthstone in the episode number 4. We're going to be playing some one of the new other decks that I haven't actually played here for the channel just yet, which is my Rogue deck. I haven't really completed it completely with the starter deck, so yeah, we're not going to choose any of my already made ones. So let's just go for the base Rogue. Well, yeah, let's play Rogue. I think it's kind of one of our ones that's a little more leveled up at least. And we're going against the mage right now.
Ask for it. Watch your back.
Watch your back. Morrigan 2014. We're both of the leopard rank, and I've got a couple of 5 costs. I'm going to replace that one. I'm going to keep my assassinate because that can come in very handy a little bit later game especially. So we got a couple of good early strike cards and cheap cards, so it looks like he's going first. Greetings.
The pleasure is mine.
Shoot some arrows at that target, might as well. I'm not going to use anything. We're just going to do our thing. It looks like Jaina's not going to say hello, so whatever. We're just going to get this match underway. He's going to roll out with a Fire Blast. He'll hero power of his for 1 damage against me. I can go ahead and equip my daggers at this point if I want to get a 1-2 dagger and change that 1 damage back at him. So now we're even at 29. What are you going to do this time, Morrigan 2014?
Depart, foul creature!
Lights champion 4/3 character there. I think it's just it's just a minion. I don't think it's a beast. But let's go ahead and spend this 2 cost for our novice engineer and pull up a 4 cost looks like card. So that's a worthy trade in my opinion. Looks like our hand is a little larger than theirs currently. We've got 8 cards in our deck, or our current hand. They've got 6 left on the table. It's going to finish off our engineer pretty much straight off the bat. We're going to come into this next round with 4 mana. We could use our crystal to gain an extra and get 5, and that's what we are going to do, and assassinate that card early on and let him not get that extra 4 damage in a turn. Let's just clear the field. I don't have any good taunts to hold it back, so might as well just do it and let it happen. Spend that extra bit. Come on there, Morrigan. What are you going to do? Tazdingo! Probably a pretty good roll. A 3/5 taunt creature. That's pretty good. Good way to start things off. How do we want to roll with this? We're going to bring out our Bloodfring Raptor here and bust out some extra damage on our dagger. I'm going to go ahead and I guess I'm just going to attack that. I know it gives us damage, but I think it's better to wear him down and have him dead next turn than it would be to leave him alone for another turn and let him get an additional turn in there of attacks at us. Deal 3 damage. Ooh, that's going to clear the field for us, and he's bringing out another Tazdingo. That's not great for us. Okay, we've got a taunt out. We could definitely toss that on the board. We're going to bring out our Stormwind Knight as well. It's a 2/5. And it's going to allow us to clear that one off the field straight off the bat. We're not going to attack at this point because this just, no, we're not going to do it. I don't want to damage our character more. Come on, Morgan, what are you going to do? What do you got for me? Anything special? Are you starting to dread this match? You are a bit ahead, actually, but what can you do? Dealing 1 damage to our guy, that's okay, and it looks like that may have given them a bit of a boost. Oh, mirror image, I hate this card. It gives out additional 0/2/0/2 taunts, 2 of them, and it's just a pain to deal with. Let's try to see if we can finish off that one on the end, get rid of Tazdingo, and clear up another taunt there with our 2/1 at this point, because it's might as well, it doesn't take any damage to us. Let's bring out another novice engineer and get another card drawn. Looks like we pulled a Elven Archer, 1 cost, 1/1 creature that deals 1 damage of Battle Cry. Not a bad card to open up with, but it's a pretty cheap one. Oh, Arcane Explosion, deal 1 damage to all minions. Yeah, that makes sense. Coming out with some heavy taunts and keeping cards on the table, that's what he needs, and I am just not pulling well, so let's bring out that character, do 3 damage to the enemy. We're going to bring out our taunt as well. We got 2 left. We can Sinister Strike it up and bust that other Elven Archer. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of damage to the one on the end there, enough to soften it up for our Elven whatever the heck assassin on the end there to go ahead and finish him off, unless he kills us this turn, so I guess we'll see. Jesus. Yeah, this is pretty much... He's got this in the bag. He has got this in the bag. Yeah, let's go ahead and I guess we'll just soften him up a bit and keep using what we can. Bust out that deadly poison. Go for it. Yeah, I'm going to end this on my terms. There we have it. I did myself in. I think I'm okay with that result. He was going to win regardless. I might as well take that final blow. die with honor quickly, not let him drag it out and try to play as many cards as he can. All that bullshit pisses me off. Let's jump into the next match. We're going against another mage. This time D production. Another leper gnome. He's playing a mage. So let's see. We've got a 4, a 5, and a 1 cost. I think we're gonna get rid of both those higher cost ones and see what we end up with. A 2 and a 0, I'm okay with this. A sap and a backstab and a sinister strike. A lot of good crowd control cards there. I'm okay with this. We also drew ourselves an Iron Forge dwarf thing. Bust out that sinister strike and say hello. How are you doing today, D production? Is nobody just wanting to play their little emotes? I guess not at this point. Nobody wants to play around with that. Arcane Missile, 3 damage coming right at me, and he says thanks. Yeah, return the favor, appreciate that one. At least he said something. Playing along. Let's go ahead and even that out. I want to keep your health below mine if I can help it. I don't want to stay even with you, that's no good territory. Coming out with a fireball, not going to be able to do much else, that's okay, he's keeping himself in line with us. Probably a decent way to start things off. We can bring out a 3 cost and do another damage, or we can bring out... I think we can just go attack with our dagger straight off the bat regardless, and that's going to do a little more damage for us too. Puts him 2 below us and gets us on the board with a 2/2 cost. What do you got for me? Come at me, bro. We've definitely been spinning cards, so that's not a great way to start, or well, I'll take that back. It's not a bad way to start. It just, it could spell bad things at the end of the round for you if you get card starved, so it's something to watch out for. You don't want to waste as many cards as you possibly can every turn just because you can. Much better to strategize about how you use your cards. We're still keeping her below us. I'm only going to spend the two that time, speaking of, because I don't want to spend out as many cards as I can. I want to try to keep a decent deck. He doesn't have anything on the table. He or she, I don't know, doesn't have anything on the table, and neither do I, so I'm okay with this. A 2/2 cost creature with taunt is in a Fire Blast list to keep us down at his level. We could roll out our 5 cost there and do 2 damage straight off the bat to the taunt, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and backstab and take that one off the board. Not give them that cheap taunt back. Now we're going to go ahead and play a few cards, put them on the board, and of course that lowers our card count, but it gives us a good defensible position for next round. We have a taunter on the board that he has to attack this round, otherwise he can't get to our other units, and we can do a straight up 4 damage there with our base units on the board. And we have a nice little sap on there too. He's spending his coin to put something on the board. Arcane Explosion doesn't kill our taunt, but it certainly softens him up. He should be able to kill him with a... Ooh, look at that. He's wasted his 3 cost bear there to get that on the board with the taunt. Now the nice thing is we can just go ahead and sap that thing. Just nope, that's back in your hand. I'm not going to worry about that. Let's just go for the attack. We've still got 4 mana. We can bust out a summon. 4 cost, 2/4. Brings out another 2/1 cost on his battlecraft. So it gives us a nice field to play with, still having a taunt on the board. Alright, D production. You're 5 below me. Coming at me with 1 damage. There you go. Taking out my taunt. Probably a fair play. Iron Fur Grizzly's coming back on the board, but coming out of sleep. You know what we can do with that? We can just go ahead and finish him off with our Rage Fin, or Reptile, whatever the heck that thing's called, and it's going to be a good exchange for us. His 3/3 gets taken out by our 3/1. Waste 2 of his damage output. I'm okay with that result. Getting him down to 11 HP at the end of our turn. I think we're going to actually maybe cinch this one, but I don't want to speak too soon. You know, regardless of what I just did, D Production's going to come at us with something here on this round. He's got 7 mana to spend. But what is he going to use it on? 1 of that, or 2 of that mana is going to come in for a 1 damage attack on our Mechanical Drakeling, whatever the hell it was called. Dragonling, I don't know. I think it's a Mechanical Drakeling. I'm horrible with these names, not gonna lie. Horrible with the card names. Okay, we pulled another 1 cost. We got a couple of 4 costs. That should bring something on the board for us. It's gonna do a little bit of damage. We're able to soften them up to 4. Maybe even 3 if we put that on the board, but I think instead we're gonna bust out 2 4 costs and draw a few more cards for us for next turn. Ooh, look at that, we got an Assassinate for the next turn. And we are pretty much at a good level. I don't think he's going to be able to do much to finish us off. He can kill one of our units, our 4/2 unit. He can kill with his reptile there, his raptor. Though I don't know what his plan is at this point. What has he got? Something there with our 2/4 he's selected there almost. Break up some glass while we're at it.
What to do?
Yeah, what to do. Summon 2 0/2 minions with taunt. Great. And of course he brings out his Frostwolf Warlord. A great time for an Assassinate, I would have to say. And we've got the mana to run it too. He's gonna bust out some fireball action. Gonna go for one of our highest. Well, actually, they're all 2/4s at this point now. One's a 2/3. Okay, assassinate. Let's just go ahead and do that straight off the bat. Get that 7/7 off the board. We're gonna go ahead and finish those off and almost end it here. Deal 1 damage with that and come in with the dagger here to finish him off. D production, good game, buddy. Appreciate it. Thanks for the win. Ah, yes. Is that going to push us out of Leper Gnome? It sure looks like it will. Push us up to rank 23. The Argent Squire. I'll take it. That's a nice little improvement. This is the highest rank I have ever gotten in this game. I definitely haven't gotten too far. Fan of Knives. We got a couple of new cards for our Rogue deck. We're missing, still, it looks like 6 other cards. We're going to go against the Priest this time. And we've just got a slew of 5 cards. Let's go ahead and I think I'm going to play a gamble here. We're going to swap everything out. What do we got? 4, 1, and a 2. Sinister Strike, Saps, and a Gnomish Inventor with the battle cry of Draw a Card. I am down with that. And of course, he is still selecting his cards. There we go.
The pleasure
is mine. And let's just go ahead and intern there and see what Goodblur is going to give us this time. Oh, I didn't know you could drain that lava pool. I was just messing with that train. That's kind of cool. A feature I didn't know about on this map. And it looks like we pulled ourselves a 5-coster. I'm okay with that. Let's equip that dagger and do some damage. What do you got for me, Gibber? What are these little pods? Shut off that torch. What else can we do in this area? It doesn't seem like anything there. It looks like the bones along the edge give a little different tones. And you can pop those gourds, whatever the heck they are. It's Mind Blast, 5 damage to the enemy here. I guess he's coming out strong, Gibber. I love saving those when I'm on my Priest. I love getting two or so of those in my hand. I guess you can't get more than 2 in this game. I love getting 2 of those in my hand and just wasting them at the end of the game. Like I've gotten units down to about 10 where we're pretty well even and we're both down to like our last few cards in our hand, just being like boom boom with 4 mana. It's just so great. Such a nice low cost attack. Just being able to finish a game from 10 damage. What does this do? Ooh, it like switches the stuff in the box, like you can change it around just for kind of fun. Anyway, it's our turn again. Let's go ahead and, Stormwind Knight at 2/5 with charge. We've got 4 mana. We can bring out our Gnomish Inventor at least, get a card out of this. It looks like we pulled a cheap taunt. I'm okay with that. No additional mana, but that's the last of our dagger we equipped. We'll have to spend another 2 mana if we really want to use that again. But he's already got me down to 20 health, though he's at 24. The Gibber is gonna go down, though, I think. Let's sink the big old mace there. What the hell is that mace called? Do you guys remember what that mace is called? I cannot remember for the life of me. Drop in the comment section down below. I'm kind of curious. We've got our 2/4 on the board. It looks like he's ready to attack, so we can bring out our Charger, come out with a 2 damage, and finish off his heavier hitter. Unfortunately, that still leaves his 2/1 card on the table to do 2 damage. That would have been a nice, easy cleanup, but we didn't have the mana to push anything else out to her, so that's fine. Gurabashi Berserker, 2/7 cost card, but whenever it takes damage, it gets additional damage, additional attack value. So he was almost considering attacking his own unit there, but can you even do that? You might be able to do that. I just haven't tried it that often, I guess. I want to get that card off the board at this point. We could straight up assassinate it, but we can also sap it, make him spend that 5 mana once more, if he wants to keep that one on the table.
For the king!
Let's go ahead and attack with our charge and our other Dwarven unit there, the 4/2 and a 2/5er. Gonna get him below us now. That Mind Blast didn't do you much good, did it? You should have saved it. Who knows? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. And there's that Gurabashi Berserker again, spending 5 of his 6 mana. And you know what we've got? We've got that Assassinate just chilling. Change a minion's attack to be equal to its health. Oh my god, this is going to be glorious. Yep, goodbye, sir, and that one's not even going back to your hand. Thank you for wasting 10 mana on summoning that card alone, and then the additional mana to buff him before I assassinate him. Thank you. Down to 11 health, 11 to 20 on our rounds here. Let's forge up some equipment while we're waiting. Lesser heal on yourself. Yeah, I would expect you would. Giving yourself 2 health back up to 13. Spinning his Drakeling Mechanic to bring out his Mechanized Drakeling, or whatever the hell it's called. I don't know. Power Word Shield, giving a minion plus 2 health, brings it up to 2/6. But let's see what we can do. We've got ourselves a 3-cost Iron Forge, something or other card. Bringing out our Taunt, our 4-cost, and our damaging Battlecry unit there. Might as well clear that 2 off the board. We can leave the heavy health 2 damager on the board for now, as long as we can narrow it down from 4 damage around to 2 damage around for us. Down to 6 HP, and I've got 6 characters on the board, including a taunt that he has to attack. There's his taunt. Probably a safe move on his behalf, bringing that one out at this point. Bringing himself back up to 8 health with his class-based heal. Velen's Chosen, give a minion 2 plus 4 and a spell damage of 2. Jesus, that is a 4/10 card. That is brutal. Taking out our taunt pretty quick there, obviously. A smart move there. And, of course, we have enough to clear this right now. Clear our thing there, well played, and we're just going to attack with all the rest of ours for that last 8 damage. Gibber's going down, and that earns us another star in our rank. And that's 2 victories for us, guys, before we even hit our 10 mana sprint. Bringing us to the 2nd star filled for Argent Squire, and another victory under the Rogue's Belt, up to level 5, and earned a bit more. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and call it here. This has been your Captain Mog speaking. If you've liked what you've seen or learned something new here about Hearthstone or anything like that, consider hitting that like button. I'd really appreciate the feedback. And of course, if you got any questions for me about the game or about myself or the channel, anything like that, drop them in the comment section down below. I try to answer any question drop down there. And of course, if you want to keep getting my video streams straight to your YouTube homepage when you log in, consider hitting that subscribe button and joining the Mog Squad today. We will see you next time for some more Hump Day Hearthstone or whatever else you like to view on my channel. We'll see you then. Cheers!